Jerry. Jerry.
Welcome to the 186th District Court. Court is in session. This is cause number 2021 CR 4056, State of Texas versus Trayton Burgess. We're here today for a plea. We're conducting this hearing via video conference using the Zoom application. We are also using YouTube to live stream the proceedings to keep the hearing public. The time now is 10:43 a.m. on the 27th day of July, 2021. These proceedings are official, they're on the record, and they're being recorded by the official court reporter. Counsel and all present are instructed to act as though you were in court, and all are instructed not to record the proceedings. And if I could have the attorneys make appearances, starting with the state of Texas, please.
Travis Banks for the state of Texas.
Linda Corley for defense.
Sir, are you the same Trayton Burgess who's charged by indictment with felon in possession of a firearm? Is that you, sir?
Yes, sir.
And state, are we proceeding on the repeat offender allegation?
No, Your Honor, the state will waive and abandon that allegation.
Yes, sir. All right, Mr. Burgess, I'm going to use a function of Zoom called share screen. I'm going to show you a copy of the indictment and ask you, are you familiar with this document?
Yes, sir.
Did you go over this with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
You understand it?
Yes, sir.
Counsel, do we waive reading of the indictment? Ms. Corley.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was muted. Yes, Your Honor, we waive the reading of the indictment.
Thank you. I'm going to get out of share screen.
Adobe sign.
And then I'll note that there is a discovery acknowledgement and signed and dated by both sides. I'm doing the same, make it a part of the record. And then Mr. Burgess, we're going to go back into share screen. I'm going to show you a document. It's called the defendant's consent to plea by video conference. I'm scrolling down to electronic signature. I'm using my cursor to circle around it. Is this your signature, sir?
Yes, sir, it is.
By signing this, you're telling me two things. One is that you understand normally we do pleas live. Normally we do pleas live in an open court. But that you are consenting to do this plea by video conference. Did you understand that when you signed this document?
Yes, sir.
Secondly, your electronic signature here, as well as all the other electronic signatures of yours in the plea packet in front of me today, you're telling me that those are valid as if you personally signed them. Did you understand that when you signed this?
Yes, sir.
I approve the consent and I make it a part of the record. We're still in share screen, but now I'm showing you a document called the court's admonishments. It's a couple of pages, so I'll scroll through for you. But are you familiar with this document?
Yes, sir.
Go over this with your attorney.
Yes, sir.
Did you understand it?
Yes, sir.
The bottom of page 3 is electronic signature. Is this yours?
Yes, sir.
Going to get out of share screen. By signing the court's admonishments, you're telling me that you understand the court's admonishments and that you understand the rights that are contained within it. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
And that you want to give up those rights. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
The rights that you're giving up is the right to a trial by jury. You have a right to confront the witnesses against you. You also have the right to remain silent, which includes the right not to incriminate yourself and not plead today. Do you understand that before you sign this?
And that's it.
Yes, sir, I did.
By signing this, you're also telling me you understand the consequences of a plea and the sentencing range of the offense, which is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand that before you signed this?
Yes, sir.
I approve the waivers that are contained within the court's admonishments. I make them a part of the record. Sir, I'm going to go back to share screen. I'm going to show you the plea bargain in this case. I'll scroll through for you, but are you familiar with this document?
Yes, sir, I am.
Did you go over this with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
You understand it?
Yes, sir.
There's an electronic signature to the left. I'm using my cursor to circle around. There's another one to the right. I'm using my cursor to circle around. Are these your two electronic signatures?
Yes, sir.
This document details for me your agreement with the state as far as punishment is concerned, and I will let you know if I'm willing to follow this part of the entry of your plea. Punishment will be assessed with 2 years in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice with a $1,500 fine. There is no application for community supervision or deferred adjudication. This will run concurrent with any parole violations that you may have. Furthermore, one of your signatures, the one on the left, waives your appeal. Is that your understanding of the plea bargain, sir?
Yes, sir.
Counsel, is that your understanding as well?
It is, Your Honor.
You can get out of share screen. Sir, I'm not bound by a plea bargain. I do not have to follow this. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir, I do, sir.
But if I do follow the plea bargain, then you lose your right to appeal. Do you understand that?
Sir.
And that's true unless I grant you permission to appeal or unless certain motions were filed and ruled upon. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Counsel, any such rulings in this case?
There are not, Your Honor.
If I do not follow the plea bargain, I will allow you to withdraw the plea and will proceed to trials if this hearing never occurred. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
I'll note again, one of your signatures on the plea bargain waives your appeal. Are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes, sir, I am.
If not, then a plea of guilty or no contest to the offense would have serious adverse effects on your immigration status. And I'll note that you're certified in the court's admonishments that you are an American citizen. Counsel, do you believe that your client has a factual, rational understanding of the charge pending against him?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's been able to assist you in the defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's mentally competent to waive rights and enter a plea here today?
I believe he is.
Sir, to the offense that's listed on your indictment, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
You understand that you can still be found guilty under a no contest plea?
Yes, sir, I do.
Other than the plea bargain, did anyone promise you anything in exchange for your plea today?
No, sir.
Did anyone force you or coerce you to plead today?
No, sir.
After going over this case with your attorney, do you believe that pleading here today is in your best interest?
Yes, sir, I do.
Does the state have anything to offer to support the plea?
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. State offers State's Exhibit 1 and its attachments.
No objections, Your Honor.
It's admitted. I reviewed State's Exhibit 1 and attachments prior to getting on the record and find that it is sufficient to support the plea. Sir, I find that your plea was freely, intelligently, and voluntarily made, that there was sufficient evidence to support the plea and that you're mentally competent to enter into such a plea, and I find you guilty, sir. Counsel, is there any legal reason as to why your client cannot be sentenced today?
There is not, Your Honor.
No legal reason. In accordance with the agreement with the state, sir, I sentence you to 2 years in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice. Furthermore, there is a $1,500 fine. The time and the money will run concurrent. This will run concurrent with any parole violations as well. Sir, this is a plea bargain case. I followed the plea bargain, so you do not have the court's permission to appeal. You do not have the right to appeal. I'm also noting you waived your appeal in the plea bargain agreement. I'm making a certification of this for the record. I'll provide a copy of the certification to your attorney to provide to you. Is there anything else from either side in regards to the plea or to the sentencing?
Nothing further from the state, Your Honor.
Judge, I'd just like on the credit for time served, the clerk did indicate that he has 167 days in. And also on the running concurrent, the parole case that he has, I don't have the case number, but it is in McLennan County. It's a burglary of a habitation, second-degree felony. So that, I don't know if that's, I'm hoping that's sufficient to get it to run concurrent with that case.
Yeah.
Let's see. They'll be up to the parole board in some ways, what they want to do.
Yes.
I'm trying to get
All
out
right,
there.
Mr. Burgess, good luck to you, sir. This concludes our hearing for